Resume play from the branch of... Okay. One thing I was going to say is, this game only lets you have 8 save slots or 10 save slots, something like that. And I was like, well, if I don't have a save in Chapter 3, I'm fucked. But I guess that's not the case. This is what I mean. Like, when I say that this should be like the real version of the game, this is the version that we should have played with. When you see stuff like this as well, it seems to make a lot more sense. The newfound allies race towards the altar, but they find they are too late. Lady Lunafreya has passed. Enraged by the loss of his sister, Ravens lashes out the still unconscious Noctis, who he blames for Luna's death. Sympathetic to Ravens' plight, yet determined to keep his friend from harm, Ignis takes to arms. So I don't know what this extra branch of fate is going to be. So would this mean that if, let's say, I buy this game for the first time, and I've brought the season pass, but I don't play the DLC at all, when I'm playing in Chapter 3, do I still get this option? I'm not sure. Or is this just within the confines of this DLC I get to do this extra verse thing? I don't know. But I can buy cooking utensils as well, so I think I can only start cooking like now, once I've completed the first round of the DLC. So this is what I mean. The DLC itself was 82 minutes, but they've given you some more things to make sure that you keep playing it for a little longer. So as long as it's good, I don't mind, man. Quality over quantity. The spell daggers were quite fun, man. It's nice that you can have them in the game as well. But then again, you don't get to control Ignis, so I guess you get to give that to him as a weapon, and the AI decides when to use it, I think. If I remember correctly. Loading times are still very impressive, as ever. That's the one thing I would say. I don't know if the Pro version is quicker, but I guess they have similar... Well, their hard drives are probably very similar, so I don't think it's going to be very different. I don't even remember what Chapter 3 was, man.
Iggy! Gladio! Are you alright? Where's Prompto?
Ah, okay. So now, this is where we get to make the choice. We don't have to reload the save.
Well, what have we here? You... Ardyn.
I always say that if Ardyn had this ability, he should just be using this constantly, all the way from the beginning.
Transparent.
He'd be like impossible to defeat if he can do this at will. He could pretend to be Noctis' dad. He could pretend to be anyone he bloody wants.
The game's up, my boy.
Just gives him a boot in the face, man.
Come now, why not follow your liege's lead and stop resisting?
Never!
You risked life and limb to safeguard the King of Kings, only to witness him fail so. You must be so disappointed.
Unhand him!
I know I am. Oh, what good is a world that only ever lets you down? Why not end it all right here?
No. You can't. No!
So we can actually let him die here. This is a bit weird. Like, Ignis is not going to do that.
My, you two certainly had become fast friends. Permit me to make a suggestion.
Do not fuck with me.
Rather than follow this flotsam and float away to a watery grave, why not come with me?
Flotsam. How do they come up with these words, man? I've never heard of flotsam, ever. Let's play along. Here we go. Having arrived at the altar of the Tide Mother, Ignis finds himself surrounded by the Empire. Ardyn then lays before him two options. Come along to Niflheim, or get swept beneath the waves. What sacrifice is the young tactician willing to make to save his dear friend Noctis? But I thought that the reason he didn't kill Noctis in the first place was because we fought back. I thought by not fighting back, you guarantee Noctis's death. So, I don't know. So I guess we end up in Niflheim in a similar kind of fashion to Prompto, maybe?
Where are we?
Oh, you have to ask?
Shadow Moses.
Why, Zignora's Keep, of course. Otherwise known as the current residence of your precious crystal. Have I piqued your curiosity? You must have so many questions. Seek the answers yourself, if you dare.
Okay, here we go.
If his word is good, then he's brought me to Gralia. The question is why? What's his game?
So I think to call this a 82-minute DLC would be very much unfair because there's this whole other chunk of story. It's not like there's just an optional little thing that you can have fun with. So this is pretty legit. So fair play. Let's continue on and see what the alternative here is. Like I said, I wouldn't have even considered this to be a choice. I thought, like, surely Iggy's got to fight back. I mean, otherwise he's gonna kill Noctis there and then. I thought that was kind of the whole thing. Anyway, can we sprint? We can't do anything. We sort of walk like a badass. So I guess what in this scenario we retain our eyesight. So a bit more handsome, a bit less badass. The other day I had a massive urge to play Metal Gear Solid 4, and being in Zignora's Keep kind of gives me a little MGS4 vibe.
Blessed was the man born for the throne, yet he, so impure of heart, was denied by the stone and cast into ignominy. Feeding on the dusk and embracing the darkness, he spurned the dawn, affecting a life untouched by time. And through the coming of night eternal, he now seeks to exact vengeance upon his own blood.
Interesting.
Vengeance upon his own blood. Is that why he's after Noct?
The stone, chrysalis to the soul of our star, cradle to the king, destined to serve as vessel of its light. Gods and men alike awaited the coming of the chosen as they fought to fend off darkness' blight. For he and he alone would possess the power to purge our star of its scourge.
Noct really must be the chosen king after all.
Do I retain my items? No, I do not. Okay. I've got to make sure I keep picking things up. Because there's obviously going to be a big boss battle coming at the end of this, like I had for the other outcome. Oh, fuck. Here we go! I thought those big mechs were going to come alive, so... Yeah, I pretty much just need to do this and just dodge when necessary. But they defend against... Yeah, that's the thing. There's multiples, but they're weak to fire and resistant to ice, so I guess you've got to make a decision. Okay. Forgot about those little gremlins. It's been a while since I was in Xegnautus Keep. Okay. Yeah, this place. So I guess this is just an alternate timeline, because I don't think this is how... I'm trying to think, is this going to somehow like finish up in a way that this could also have been like the explanation for Ignis losing his eye. So maybe he's going to end up looking exactly the same at the end of this alternative as well. I don't know. Or maybe this is just a purely different alternative to last time.
After him.
Quickly head to these. Pretty sure there's one in each one. No. So much for that. I wonder if Ravus is already dead at this point. Probably. Okay. Got a total clarity in the bag, should I need it as well.
Once the sacred ring is replete with power, the true king will complete his ascension. Only then can he banish the blight upon our star. By the power of the light alone is the chosen king made manifest. With the glaive of kings, the stone of legend, and the ring of light in hand, the chosen's power will surpass that of even the gods themselves.
Trying to think who's...
By that self-same power, with the true king as its vessel, the darkness shall be purged from our star, and dawn shall return to our world once more.
I'm just trying to think whose voice that is, because it doesn't sound like Bahamut. Is it Gentiana in Shiva form or something? Oh, he's already made it to the crystal? Oh, this is interesting. Got to see what happens here.
This is it.
Why would we be brought here?
Why are you after Noct? For revenge?
In a sense, yes. But my aims extend beyond the boy. He's more of a means to an end. I suppose I never revealed my proper name, so allow me to introduce myself. Lucis Kylo.
The Founder King?
If only. No, that would be my dear brother, who snatched the throne and cast me into exile. I've never been called your majesty before. Would you do me the honor?
My allegiance lies with the true king alone.
Well then, off with your head.
Oh fuck. Here we go again. Whoa! That's a bit of a quick start. I was not ready for that.
I'm afraid you're no match for me.
It's probably true. I'm not gonna lie. Camera? Really? Wait, I don't get to use my items? Okay, well this is... I'm predestined to die here, unsurprisingly. Confirmation if it was needed that he is like a great uncle of sorts for Noctis. still have no idea how this is going to end. I'm not sure if that final blow meant Ignis like died or whether he lost his eye.
You see, the revenge I seek is not upon the boy. I only wish to punish the crystal that cast me aside in favor of that insufferable fool. He's certainly taking his sweet time ascending as its champion, though. Would there were a way to expedite the process! Oh!
This world means nothing to me. Do with it as you wish.
How did you get your hands on that?
But I refuse to let Noct sacrifice his life to save ours. I won't let you take him away. Even if it costs my own life to save him. I will pay that price!
Take care not to hurt yourself.
Alright, so here we are once again. I feel like this battle might be a little bit more difficult than the previous one. He's just going to keep phasing in and out. Yeah, I can still land on him. Yeah, we seem to be doing well enough so far.
I'm afraid you're no match for me.
It's over!
Let me see if I can take a second to charge up here. Alright, here we go.
Prepare yourself!
Son of a eject. I quite like this music. It's quite an emotionally charged battle for Iggy. Just about dodged that. I guess it's a way to automatically teleport to wherever he is. Oh fuck. It was going well until then. We're fucked. We were doing so well.
Fairly well.
If thou dost wish to save the king, a sacrifice must be made. Well, I think Ignis obviously is going to do this, so let's start with this. The contract is forged, the ring is now thine to control. Woohoo! Damn! Who would have said Iggy would have become the biggest badass here? Your sacrifice has granted you the full power of the ring. Alright, Ardyn, baby, you're going down. Let's give it 4 minutes of the best.
Prepare yourself!
I don't have a lot of time to kill him, to be honest, so I've got to be careful. There we go. Get him, get him, get him. Here it comes. Yeah. I think a high jump probably wastes too many seconds, I would say. Oh, then again, I think I hit 86,000 damage there. Ooh wee! Yeah, get him, Iggy. Get him, Iggy. Oh! I'm loving these animations. God damn, that was fun. Woohoo! Ardyn got fucked. There we go, 4 minutes 34, whatever. Now obviously I've got to see the other options as well.
The best laid plans, eh? It may have eluded me for now, but rest assured, I shall have my revenge.
Ignis! Knocked. But how?
Ravis. He lent us a hand, if you can believe it.
What the hell were you thinking?
How could we let this happen?
How could I let this happen? This is all my fault. No. If I'm really some kind of savior, why can't I save the ones I love? I'm sorry. You guys have stayed with me this whole time. And all it's done is cost you pain. Not anymore. All that ends now. Please! Lend me your strength! Help me! Protect my friends!
Listen well. A king cannot lead by standing still. A king pushes onward always, accepting the consequences and never looking back.
So there we go, this is ending number 2, in which Ignis really does decide to sacrifice his life to save Noctis. And well, I think he comes out of it with the best solution, because he keeps Ardyn at bay, And I guess the crystal and the kings, the gods, whatever, they're nice enough to help revive Ignis for his efforts. Noctis heads into the crystal for his little stasis period that lasts 10 years. And I guess Ignis gets to retain his sight. So this is like a little all's well that ends well kind of situation. I guess I misread. I kept reading it as chapter 3, but I guess it's chapter 13. Now, are these all like alternative scenes? It's nice to see Aranea. She hasn't popped up at all. So yeah, I'm not sure how differently everything plays out in the grand scheme of things here, other than Ignis retaining his sight, because Noctis still has to go into the crystal and Ardyn is only temporarily kept at bay, but I think everything still happens exactly the same way from there onwards. But Ravus lives, I guess, in this scenario. If so, that's a pretty big deal. But yeah, if we start getting into this alternative timeline business, then we'll never get to the end of this DLC, because it's going to be like, oh, but what if this happened? And what if this person made this decision? And it's like you get a billion different timelines. I did enjoy seeing Ignis get that power, though, I've got to say. It was nice. It was cool to fight Ardyn with the full power of the ring. So this is an alternate version of this scene.
It's been a long road, but at last we've arrived.
Yeah. Prompto. Gladio. Iggy.
For 10 years, everything we've done was in preparation for this day.
And today, we finish it.
Right.
Today, we walk tall together.
Okay, so there is the genuine second ending to episode Ignis. Kind of weird to see Ravus there, right? That was pretty crazy. I guess it's the best timeline for him. Wait, what? I'm confused. Let me just try and put that all into perspective. So I'm trying to remember, at the end of the last game, it was him and Luna together on the throne. And I don't think the others were there, right? So it was like, those two are obviously dead, while everyone else is there. But if Ignis is there, then I guess that means that he must be dead as well, because surely the whole point of that is that Noctis dies to save everybody. So if he's seeing Iggy there and only Iggy there, that would mean that Iggy died as well, I think. I'm trying, or either because he has the visions and all that shit, he gets to see him there on the throne. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a second to think about that, but I think that means, because I mean, when we had the choice, it was like, give your life in order to get the power of the ring, right? Now, one thing I've got to do, the final thing I will do, is go back to that choice one more time and see what the other two options are. So that's the last thing I'll do. The DLC runtime has gone up to 2 hours now, with the addition of that extra little alternate timeline thing. But we'll have to see how it goes. It is a little bit weird. I mean, it's a little bit like, oh, okay, so we've done the main DLC. Oh shit, it's only about 90 minutes long. Let's add an alternate timeline where he chooses something different, and we get like another half an hour of different stuff. So it's interesting, to say the least. But at least Ravus was a little happier. I mean, at least he didn't end up getting killed by Ardyn, so that's something, I guess. But like I say, with that whole ending thing where he sees him again, either that's just... I'm just trying to think. He still had the scar on his eye, but his vision wasn't affected. I think that means Ignis died, but then how would that last scene play out? Maybe it's the case that once Noctis dies, Ignis had to die with him as well, or something. So the two of them actually died together in the end. Because why would it only be him? Because Noctis living is not an option, because that's the whole point. Then the ending has no weight to it, because Noctis gets to save the world and he gets to live as well. So I don't think that's how it works.